Hello everybody and welcome back to round 2 of season 3 of our F1 2013 career mode. Today we have the Malaysian Grand Prix. Thank you so much for the amazing support on episode 1. It's a really fun race. Difficult. We had a few incidents during that race, but we finished in P5. We're aiming for the championship this season, so consistency is key. Let's check out the championship standings going into round 2. It was Alonso on his Mercedes debut dominating out in Australia, so he leads the championship ahead of Bianchi, who got his first podium. Verstappen, in his first race in Formula 1 at 17 years of age, got a podium. Surprisingly, I don't know. Will Stevens also got 6th place in that Marussia, which is a very upgraded car compared to last season. And James Early, we're in 5th place. In the Constructors, it's Mercedes leading Ferrari, leading Red Bull, Toro Rosso, and Lotus completing the top 5. Overcast, sunny sort of conditions this weekend. It might be a bit of rain. Right, here we are in qualifying then. We've got an upgrade on the car that we worked on R&D in practice. We've got the prime tyres on. Maybe we can get through with the prime tyres. First lap on the board. We were purple through the first 2 sectors. And we are fastest by 1.4 seconds early on in Q1. It seems it's Lotus and Mercedes, the quickest of the bunch this weekend so far. Early, Alonso, Hamilton, Raikkonen in the top 4, separated by 2/10. We were all on the prime tyres as well. And the Ferraris who went out on the options in Q1 in Australia and topped the times, they did a lap on the primes in this session, both of them getting through. Who gets knocked out then? It's the Sauber of NASA. His teammate Gutierrez is last. Ericsson and Van Dorn, and the 2 Williams of Bottas and Wehrlein. Gone out halfway through the session then on the option tyres. A 37.8 will get me into the top 10. Out the final corner then, we were purple in that second sector, and across the line we go. It's 3rd place, 3/10 off the Mercedes pair of Alonso and Hamilton, ahead of my teammate Raikkonen. And we finish in 4th, so Raikkonen did go quicker. It's definitely Mercedes or Lotus for pole position today. Who else gets through? Vettel in 5th place, both Ferraris. Rosberg in the 2nd Red Bull. Both McLarens also through. Will Power, his teammate Stevens, both Toro Rossos and both Benettons all out in Q2. We've got a chance at pole position. It's rare to say this because we hardly ever get pole position. But we have a chance here. 36.464 from Alonso. That's provisional pole. And we're going to be the only driver to start a flying lap at the end of the session. 1 and a bit tenths down in that first sector. And purple in the second sector. Checker flag is waving. It's all or nothing. Out the final corner and down towards the line. It wasn't the cleanest final sector, but is it enough for pole position? It's not. It's second. No, it's 4th place. 4th place. We are a 10th off pole. Alonso on pole alongside Kimi Raikkonen. And then it's Mercedes and Lotus on the 2nd row. Hamilton alongside Earliers. What the heck's going on at the back? What? What's going on at the bottom of the screen? Oh my god. Anyway. Vettel in 5th ahead of Bianchi, Rosberg and Kubica, with 2 McLarens on row 5, Perez and Kevin Magnussen. I thought maybe going into this weekend there may have been some rain during the race. There is 0% chance of it. So it's a 56 lap race, a 3-stop option, prime option, pitting lap 13, 26 and 43. Well, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go racing. The 2013 Malaysian Grand Prix is next. I don't know what I'm going to do for the start. I just want to have a decent start without bogging down or wheel spin or I don't know. Anyway, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are underway for the Malaysian Grand Prix. And honestly, slightly better start this time around in the first 2 gears, but then we start to slip back as we go up the gears 3, 4 and 5. Down towards turn 1, braking on the outside of Lewis Hamilton as Raikkonen trying to get around the outside of Alonso to take the lead. He can't do it. I'm on the inside of Lewis Hamilton for turn 2, trying to get close to my teammate, but of course not make any contact. You do not want to crash with your teammates. And on the exit of turn 2, we're in 3rd place, and on the run up towards turn 4, the end of the first sector, we may have a look up the inside of Kimi Raikkonen. I'm not going to be able to outbrake the Finn into this corner, and we'll slot right behind him. Although he's really loose on the exit of turn 4. He's struggling for grip on the early stages of this Grand Prix, both on the prime tyres. Raikkonen leading his teammate early through the windy turns 5 and 6. Dirty air, definitely a factor here. That maybe is just putting an end to my rise up the grid. We gained 1 place though off the start, up into the podium positions. Top 2 slightly pulling away here as we start lap number 2. Lewis Hamilton definitely within the... Oh, massive lock up into turn 1. And that's Lewis Hamilton through into 3rd. So I've lost that position I gained off the start. Vettel, the reigning world champion, challenging around the outside of turn 2. He's not going to be able to pull that one off. And I need to work back that gap and re-overtake Lewis Hamilton quickly, preferably. Somebody on the minimap is just going out of turn 2. So Ricciardo had a spin on lap 1 and he's now miles off the back of the pack in last place. Not looking good for the Benetton driver at the moment. I'm going to put my brakes to the rear because that was quite an easy snatch of the brakes on lap 2 that caused me to lock up and lose the position to Hamilton. Once again, I'm deep into turn 1, and once again, there's a driver challenging me, and once again, it's Sebastian Vettel. Still can't make it stick though. I'm losing the back of the top 3. Hopefully I can build into this race and start closing that gap, but right now it's not looking too pretty for a podium place. Oh, it's Rosberg now behind. So Rosberg's got past his teammate Vettel, and he's now the lead Red Bull in this race in 5th place. Here goes Rosberg with DRS to the inside towards the final corner, and the Red Bull driver moves his way up into 4th place. God, he's slow at the apex though, isn't he? Now I get a handful of DRS at my disposal, and I'm using it. I'm putting it to good use here. Up the inside, we're going to turn 1 to retake the place I just lost. I'm going to go deep though. And Rosberg's going to get that switch up and under. But he can't do it for turn 2. And we've regained 4th. Oh! What? Where's he going? Who was that into the wall? Did anybody else just see that? Am I losing my marbles, or did I just see a car turn right instead of left? I think Hamilton's just turned right instead of left. Hamilton has just turned right instead of left. And he's gone off the track. And I assume he's going into the wall. He's continuing to turn in the background like he's turning around. Well, that was bizarre. Hamilton out of the race. And we are now up to 3rd position. And it looks like an easy move for Rosberg. He's doing the exact same thing he did on the previous lap. And this time he brakes and takes the racing line. I've got another car on my inside. It's Sebastian Vettel. I think this time Rosberg has got away, even though I do have DRS. The AI are quick in the race. And now Magnussen has got past Vettel, and he's got a run on me. McLaren, who qualified down in 9th position, looking much quicker on race pace. This is painful right now. With a train of, 5 cars behind me? I'm lapping 2 seconds slower than Alonso. And there goes Magnussen to the outside. Surely he's not going to go around the outside of the first corner. And he doesn't. And he's lost out to Vettel as well. I've gone wide. I might now lose out to Vettel. This is about the 4th time this race he's gone around the outside of turn 2. And this time the reigning world champion pulls off the move. But it's not done yet. I'm in the slipstream and up towards turn 4 we go. To the inside of Vettel under braking. And he's got the position. Well, there goes Magnussen. Can he make it stick this time? Yes, he has. And for the 2nd race running, I'm racing against Verstappen. He got a podium last time out in Australia. What can the Dutchman achieve here today? Lap after lap, I'm getting passed by more drivers. That's Jules Bianchi up to 6th and early down to 7th. Although Bianchi's slow at the apex of the final corner. Early's going to try and hang it around the outside. Bianchi not leaving him any space. Maybe that was tactical because I don't have DRS. Bianchi doesn't have DRS either. We do have a run on the Frenchman. To the inside we go. Verstappen behind is going to make it 3 wide into turn 1. I've outbroke myself. I'm going wide. I've lost 1 position to Verstappen, who's made it through both Bianchi and myself in the first couple of corners. After qualifying, I thought, damn, I could have got pole position. This is going to be very easy. I was just hoping the AI's tyres would just drop off massively and I'd get better. But that's just not been the case. Oh, Bianchi dives up the inside into turn 1. He's made that move up. I'm just tumbling down the order. I'm down to 8th place. We had maybe 2 laps of decent pace on these tyres. Since then, it's just been downhill. There's a bloody car on my inside. I've been dive bombed by Carlos Sainz. Now he's around my outside turn 2. He's on the harder compound of tyres and he's overtaken me. I'm just dropping. I'm dropping so quickly. The tyre wear is absolutely extreme. I'm 3 seconds a lap slower than Kimi Räikkönen, and we are boxing this lap. In goes early from 9th position. Oh my god, I can't even turn coming into the pits. Boxing for I don't even know what tyres. Something. Putting more options on. We rejoin in 14th place. It's got to be the 1-1 wings or something to do with the setup that's making the tyres wear excessively. And everybody into the pits on lap 13. Am I even going to climb back into the points? We're back up to 12th. 41.2 on the new tyres. Not great. Perez in the pits. We're into 10th. Well, good for Räikkönen. Do I care? No. This is mental. I can't push. I can't conserve. I can't do anything. I do always know the earlier races in the season are always the toughest. It's like the AI. They made the AI good for those ones. And Will Stevens and another driver into the pits. I couldn't see who it was. So we're up to 8th place. Feels like maybe 8th place is what we're going to achieve today, unless something happens up ahead. There's only 4 difficulties. Oh, there's a wing there, and there's a car going slowly. That's Bianchi. Bianchi caught up in an incident. I think somebody else was involved in that. And there's a driver in the pits again. Is that Verstappen? And Bianchi stays out. He's got a damaged wing. He's trying to take the position back. And up the, well, round the outside of turn 1 he goes. Brilliant move from the Frenchman. And Verstappen in the pits with damage. Bianchi and Verstappen came together. So that's a rivalry brewing really early here in the season. And Van Dorn slowing down Bianchi. Thank you very much. The battle between Early and Bianchi definitely not over. Frenchman is within DRS range. There's no space on the outside and Bianchi's still trying it. Felipe Nasser getting lapped. The BMW Sauber's a really slow car. Bianchi, look at the speed. Ridiculous speed he's got there. Into the final corner we go, the hairpin. I'll show him the outside line. And Bianchi tucks up underneath the gearbox of Early's Lotus. And now he's got slipstream and DRS. I'm sure he's using Kers as well to try and challenge down towards turn 1. Oh, he thought about a dive. My tyres have been kept in better shape on this stint than the first stint, which is a good sign. What's Bianchi going to go? To the inside. Okay. I can't exactly stop him. Unless I want to illegally block him, of course. He's not going to make it through on this occasion. And he's going to the outside for turn 1. He outbrakes me. It's side by side between Early and Bianchi. It's the battle that's just never ending. And he's actually lost out to Carlos Sainz in the background. Sainz squeezes through. And there goes Carlos Sainz. He's much quicker than Bianchi, though Bianchi did have damage. And the Spaniard up to 6th, Early down to 7th. But we are going to re-overtake him here with some DRS. Inside we go. Although he does brake late. Try and hold on to the place, but it's no use. There goes Sainz again. Forcing him. It's far. Oh, there's contact there. Contact in a straight line. You often see that when I'm involved. I'm going to hold that position around the outside. I am 31 seconds outside the top 5. Magnussen is 31 seconds up the road. How do I defend from these guys? Oh, we're going to go 3 wide down here, aren't we? Around the outside goes Sainz. Beautiful move. And he's actually got the position. It's our pit stop lap, at least. But we have dropped a position to Sainz. Up 26, we're boxing from 7th place for a set of the prime tyres. And out we go in 10th position. So out front it's Raikkonen leading Rosberg. The top 2 have only stopped once. Alonso has stopped for the 2nd time. And he's rejoined in 3rd position. And now with Rosberg and leader Raikkonen in the pits, Alonso's retaking the lead again, as we are just about to hit half race distance. Our first lap within the 139s. Incredible. And there's drivers rejoining in front. That's Carlos Sainz into turn 1. He's still ahead of me. Perez wanted to steal the final points position away from me. I'm going to make it tricky for him. Will Power, he's still in the race at least this time around. He's down in 12th position as it stands. So he's second on the road to his teammate Will Stevens, who is well inside the top 10. That's Bianchi into the pits. So we're 8th, 7th now as well, because I think Stevens has also gone in. I interrupt this race with a message. I've got YouTube channel membership, so if you want early access to these videos, if you want secret behind the scenes James Early vlogs, crudely made vlogs, then click the join button below. We're only 3.5 seconds behind Sainz right now. The prime tyre is holding up obviously much better than the options have. That's a very, very slow moving Carlos Sainz pulling off to the side of the circuit in Sector 3. I think the Spaniard's out of the race. And he is. He has retired the car. He's a 2nd retirement of the Grand Prix. The inside for Perez into the final corner. There's contact between the two. Like I said, I'm not going to give up that position easily. So now Rosberg in the Red Bull is the driver in front of me in 5th place. He's 35 seconds up the road. We've got to do another 8 laps on these tyres before boxing. Fair line, mate. What are you doing? Blue flags. Come on. Thank you. Is that going to force Perez to the inside? Yes, it is. And once again, he's not going to make it through. That'd be nice. Oh, Van Dorn. Steady on, fella. He's new to Formula 1. We'll put him some slack. Final 15 laps now, then. And we are in 6th place still. Miles behind Vettel. Still holding up Perez. We are boxing in a few laps' time. Power with the fastest lap, a 1:38 flat. That is incredible to see that flash up on the screen. No room at the end there, Perez. You'll have to get up pretty early to beat me. And I'm going to be under pressure here from Sergio Perez. He has a much better run this time around. It's lap 43. We are boxing at the end of this lap, but not before Perez managed to overtake me. I'm going to do my utmost to try and attack down into turn 4 here using all my curves. I just need to regain this position because I know he's going to be boxing at the end of this lap as well. I can't do it. Very slow moving. Cole Ericsson, what are you doing? Incredible that Perez didn't get taken out by Ericsson there. And I was very, very close to getting hit by the car as well. 13 laps to go. It's our final stop in this race. Boxing from 7th for the option tyres. Right, so race in the pit lane. Perez versus Early. Let's hope the McLaren has a slow stop. And wow, we got massively held there. I think Perez did also get held a little bit. So where will we rejoin in this race? It's going to be in 8th position that we rejoin. Raikkonen leading Alonso. Vettel in 3rd. Will Power, he's had 3 stops. He's in 6th position. So I've not even seen him this whole race, but he was putting in the laps, putting in the fast times. And now he's up there in 6th position. Good thing is we are within DRS range. We put it in rich mix. We're looking to re-overtake Sergio Perez. We're getting very close down towards the final hairpin. We'll set this one up for the first corner though. There we go. Should be a routine move for Early, who moves his car up to 7th position. 4 seconds to Will Power in front as Alonso setting the pace. Well, if Will Power's going to the end, it's going to be a mighty struggle for him to hold on to that 6th position. We are closing in pretty quickly. 3.3 seconds the gap to Will Power in front, who is right now on for some points. It'll be his first points in the sport of Formula 1. 2.9 now to Will Power. And I think Power has a bit of traffic in front of me. He does. Hopefully it slows him down. I just hope these tyres stay in decent condition. The gap is still continuing to come down. 2.2 now to Will Power. As we now hit lap 50. Dangerously close to DRS range. Will Power definitely feeling the pressure. We know he cracked under the pressure in Melbourne. He had 2 crashes in front of his home crowd. Well, we got DRS on Power, and there's 19 drivers left. That's Marcus Ericsson dropping out the race, so it's unfortunately no impact on my race. The start finish straight again. DRS enabled as we start lap 52. Will Power might be there for the taking. Come the first corner. Bit of KERS usage as well. We're side by side with the Marussia, and under braking Early up into 6th place. Will Power's not leaving me alone. He's definitely keeping his tyres alive enough to stay within DRS. I've not actually dropped too much from the top 5 in the past 20 or so laps. I remember checking after my second pit stop, I think it was, that we were about 31 seconds behind 5th place. We are now 37 seconds behind. 2 laps to go. We got a bit of rich mixed fuel to play with to keep Power behind. Oh, their line. Brilliant, mate. 2 laps to go and you're holding me up through turn 7 and 8. Oh, almost contact with Will Power. We're going to have 1 lap to go. We're doing enough right now to hold up Will Power. I know 6th place isn't the greatest result, but it's better than nothing. And remember, consistency is key if we want to win this championship. And Fernando Alonso wins the race yet again. He's already scored 50 points this season, back-to-back victories for the Spaniards, which is concerning. He could go on a very good run of form this season and win the championship easily. We've got to do something to stop him. And rounding the final corner for the final time. I was expecting more after the brilliant qualifying, but we're going to have to take 6th place, 8 points to our total tally in our championship fight. He says championship fight, but he's already like 30 points off the lead. Alonso winning, Raikkonen pretty close behind in 2nd place. He's only 8 seconds off the lead. Vettel in 3rd, his first podium of his... Oh, he's trying to defend his title this season. Magnussen in 4th ahead of Rosberg, Early in 6th. Will Power gets his first points in Formula 1 ahead of Sergio Perez. Verstappen gets back-to-back points to start his career, and Bianchi in the points for Ferrari. Verstappen and Bianchi having a titanic battle this race. Stevens and Kubica are missing out on the points, so do the Benettons of Hulkenberg and Ricciardo. And then the Saubers and the Williams and the Haas drivers so far off the pace. Van Dorn finishing 4 laps down. Sainz and Hamilton, as well as Marcus Ericsson, all retiring from the race. So we're 5th in the Drivers' Championship, tied with my teammate Raikkonen. Already 32 points behind Alonso, but I'm just hoping that Alonso's form slips at some point and we get a good run of form and win, 3, 4, 5 races around the mid-season point. That's my aim, at least. That's my hope. But 5th place right now, ahead of Max Verstappen. In the Constructors, it is Mercedes leading Red Bull by 7 points. Lotus in 3rd with 36. I think Lotus could definitely challenge for the Constructors' Championship this year if Raikkonen is on it. So far he is. And I just need to be on it as well. Thanks for watching the video if you enjoyed that one. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. It's so funny how I'm wearing Williams. A Williams kit. It's like I'm lost.